Hey guys, this is the instructional video for the hot sauce. This is based on sriracha and sambal, and then we add some little extra flavor to fortify via some medium dashi, garlic, ginger, and some butter. To start, we put a little oil in the pan. We start sweating off the onions. You don't want to get any color. We just want to sweat them. Sweating is basically lightly sautéing them, so we remove the water from the onion. You want to get it to a point where they're translucent. We're doing a small scale recipe for this demo, but in the restaurant you would probably be using about 1 kg almost of onions per batch. Now, after you sweated down the onions, we're going to add equal parts of ginger and garlic. At this point, we want to make sure we saute and get all the really sharp flavors of the ginger and garlic out. We just want the underlying base flavor. As you can see there, I added a little bit of water. If whatever's in the pan is sticking, you can always deglaze the bottom of the pan with some water. So now this has been cooking for a while. We're ready to add the liquid ingredients. Again, as you can see, there's a little bit of squishing on the bottom of the pan, but you can put some water in and let it deglaze and get all that stuff off. If you leave that stuff at a certain point of the cook, it's going to burn and it's going to destroy the whole entire sauce. You have to start over. We don't want to do that. Okay, so now here we're going to add the dashi. Typically we add sake at this point, but this being the GCC, we take out the alcohol portion. So at this point, we've made sure nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot. Everything's happy. And we add the meat in to the dashi and then the onion and ginger garlic. Now we want to reduce this by 25%. Usually the way I do it, I'll stick in any kind of utensil, spatula that I'm using, see where it's at, and I'll know where the depth is. We want to reduce this by 25%. After it's reduced, we're going to add the main ingredients, which is sambal sauce. Make sure it's the HUY FONG brand, not the imitation. Sorry, that was the sriracha. Now this is the sambal. So both are HUY FONG brands. So we get this mixed in. We fill the bottom of the pan with our spatula, make sure nothing's sticking. And this is going to reduce for quite a while, for another 25%. So basically the idea of the sauce is, we're kind of reducing the flavors. Make sure you check really well that nothing's sticking or it'll ruin the entire sauce. Now you get to this point, you get this really, really fiery, red, spicy, almost unedible hot sauce. The idea behind this is that we get it to this point. And we trick the brain by adding some sugar, which combats the spiciness and also deepens the flavor. Anything spicy and sweet is delicious in my book. And then we slowly start mounting it with butter. So what mounting means, we're incorporating, emulsifying the butter into whatever we're mounting, but we don't want to melt the butter and break it. So under low heat, we gently, little by little, whisk in the butter, making sure the temperature is not too hot to break the emulsion of the butter. And we keep doing this until we've incorporated all of the butter. In the restaurant, you're probably doing a big batch, so you could probably do it with even no heat. Now here, to get the consistency correct, obviously the sambal sauce has a lot of chili flakes and garlic chunks and the garlic that we added, so we want to get it in a Vitamix and give it a good blend. Make sure not to fill it too high or it'll explode. So here then, we spin it on high, make sure we're very consistent. We mix everything up very, very well. And there's the finished sauce. After you blend it, you'll see it's going to turn from a very dark, deep red color into almost kind of a reddish orange. And this we let cool. We don't have to worry about it forming a skin. Just let it cool up in there, and then when it's cool, you can close it up and put it into the chiller for future use. That's it.